Things are looking up for drivers and delivery people with digital apps like Uber, Rappi and DiDi in Mexico. A just-passed reform bill rules that the platforms they work with must now class them as employees, entitling them to, among other things, state health insurance, a Christmas bonus and housing credits. That's if they earn more than the country's minimum wage from an app. Next year, around $400 a month, a way to differentiate regular workers from those who occasionally log on. For Berenice, who delivers food for several platforms, it's going to make a real difference.
Without the law, we didn't have any kind of protection. If we had an accident and needed surgery, medication, or even just a consultation, we had to pay for it out of our own pockets. We weren't covered at all. I think that's the most important part of the reform.
Not all drivers agree. Some worry it will affect their work flexibility. Berenice just wishes it covered more.
Support for purchasing vehicles or for gasoline or for repairs, because we cover all those costs ourselves. They don't take responsibility for them.
We asked for an interview with Alianza in Mexico, which represents platforms like Rappi, DiDi and Uber, to get their point of view on the changes. They declined. But they did send us a statement saying they were willing to work with authorities to implement the reform successfully, calling for working groups to make sure that it was done properly. The government estimates that more than 650,000 people are working with digital platforms, and of those, just over 40% earn the minimum salary, which will entitle them to benefits. But aside from those working within the economy, one question that consumers might have is how much this is going to affect prices for them. Not too much, and mostly for those who can afford it, says economist Sofia Ramirez.
I don't believe this is going to hit hard on consumers. On the one hand, because most of the people that buy through those platforms aren't in the lowest part of the income distribution, or rather in the higher part of the income distribution.
Most of those using the platforms, she adds, live in Mexico's 3 biggest and richest cities. It's going to take a while to line everything up with the reform. The government's allowed 6 months to put it in motion. John Holman, Al Jazeera, Mexico City.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.